Welcome to the start of the Dishonored series, of the Redux of the Dishonored series. So, originally my plan was to just play through Dishonored, play through Knife of Dunwall, and then just stream the finale, or the final bit of it, because that's the bit I forgot to upload. But I figured instead I should go for a bit of a challenge. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I am very burpy right now. Where was I? Right. So, I wanted to make a bit of a challenge on myself to instead go for not just though chaos, but clean hands, killing absolutely no one, and ghost, meaning that I cannot get spotted at all. Which will probably mean there's going to be a lot of saves coming. Nope. So there is no New Game Plus. That is interesting to know.
So ends the interregnum.
No, because I didn't fight, I don't wanna... Let's go normal. And here we go. Returning home. I've just returned from a journey of several months, visiting the other nations in the Empire for aid in dealing with the Red Plague. I must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom I as Lord Protector.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Wrenhaven River.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it. Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
Oh shit, I didn't notice that before. That whaling ship carrying the whale.
Ho there! We're going up. Ready? Turning on the pipes. And she's rising. Oh, at last. Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down.
The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
You know what to do next time?
Yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
Just don't do anything crazy. Sokolov's changed everything again, and we don't know what the hydraulics can do now.
We've got him here today doing a portrait. If there's a time to try something, it's now.
Sokolov also kind of seems like the guy who doesn't like being disturbed.
Hello, sir.
Corvo, you're back! Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
Okay, go on.
Okay, here we go. Did you see any monsters while traveling to the other isles? My nanny says the big ocean's full of them. But I think she only says that to scare me.
There are many things in the oceans that we do not know,
Later, will
Emily.
you give me more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up. Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay. I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Stealth. Press circle to... Excuse me. To enter stealth mode, then stay behind cover to break line of sight with enemies and avoid detection while sneaking. Your footsteps are muffled.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
Leaning around corners by holding triangle and then pressing left or right on the left stick, you can lean around corners, allowing you to look ahead without being seen by enemies.
Let's see about here. Or maybe here. Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too. Ugh. Run with me!
Sorry, that reminded me of something from one of the older South Park episodes, but I can't for the life of me remember the exact quote that it was.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. Wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
Yeah, doesn't look enough like a horse's ass.
You saw my improvements to the waterlock. I do my duty for the realm, but not gladly.
What do you mean?
In this painting, I insult my own genius. I leave the worst parts of him in shadow, but still... I must preserve our High Overseer for future generations of the faithful to marvel at. See what I'm forced to paint? The High Overseer is no beauty.
Give it a little while, he's gonna look even uglier.
I'm sure the Empress is eager to see you. Eh, Corvo?
Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink.
She'll see you at once.
Ah.
It's been good traveling with you, Corvo.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
Yeah, that's not suspicious.
Follow me, Captain. We should leave them alone.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me. What news have you brought?
None of it's good. Whoop, let me get to the other side of you. None of it good, I'm afraid.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before. Knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here!
Press R2 to attack with your right hand, or L2 to attack with your left hand if you have a weapon or power equipped. Press and hold R1 to block incoming sword attacks. Perfect timing will put the enemies off balance and open them up to lethal counterattack.
Emily, get behind me! Look out! Another one!
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here...
No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one who'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
I didn't do this.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
I didn't do
Her
anything.
own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
Dishonored trademark. Save your game often is something I keep forgetting. Dishonored. 6 months have passed since I was accused by the Royal Spymaster of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter, Emily, and the Royal Heir. The Royal Heir, my bad. Now, locked away in Caldridge Prison, the time of my execution draws near. Excuse me.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
If you came to hear me beg, you'll be disappointed.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now. Someone to guide
Strong,
the weak.
the two of you.
That's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here is the key to your cell. Once you are out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it in the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow.
It's on account of...
Assassination and non-lethal takedowns. With a sword in hand, assassinate an unaware enemy by pressing R2 or approach an unaware enemy from behind and hold R1 to perform a non-lethal takedown. Using stealth and the non-lethal approach has benefits. Fewer rats and weepers, and some people react favorably, and the final outcome is not as dark.
The one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the law.
He used to spit in my food.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
God damn it. Let's see if I can make this make this my no death run too. Excuse me.
How come so many people are coming to the execution tomorrow?
It's on account of Corvo. The one who killed the Empress. Abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
Nice work. Get a few more before they get you.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Ha! Good for you. I hated that guy.
Stupid goddamn.
Huh?
Oh, for... Oh yes, this is gonna be my ghost run. I'm getting spotted more times than normal. It's because I'm rushing it. It's because I'm being a dumbass. Should probably get some water.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow.
On account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
Nice work. Get a few more before they get you.
Social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfight.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
You know, something I noticed, a lot of these guards have scars on their faces. I wonder if they're syphilis scar. I didn't grab the weapon. Yeah, no, you know what? Let me make it challenging. No weapons until I recover...
He used to spit my food.
No weapons until I recover my kit in the... sewer. That way if I get caught unawares, I basically screw myself over.
Ha! Good for you. I hated that guy.
I will have of it. Take the money.
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Just in case I get spotted.
Off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
I will also do my best to keep the bodies from getting spotted, because I recently did a playthrough of this on my own time. Playthrough this, I should say. And, They kept finding all my fucking bodies. Good night. Ah, okay.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Duty officers report Corvo's interrogation. Corvo Tano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of the utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will introduce the questioning themselves. Follow their orders without hesitation, and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies in his hands, instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next.
Ackworth, you lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. The report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Hey, can I buy you a ration of elixir from today?
Another night, another patrol with you.
Stupid goddamn.
Quick, while his back is turned.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Yeah, well, Corvo's got you beat. He liked the Empress so much he banged her.
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive at Card.
Shut up.
So, in order for the run, I should specify, in order for the run to count as ghost, whenever that three lightning bolts pop up near their heads, it's fine as long as it doesn't pop red. If it pops red, then I've like that. If it pops red, then I've failed. I failed horribly. Indubitably, I failed mostly. So I am going to be doing a lot of safe scouting. If I was much better at the game, I wouldn't do that.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
To see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Still crying about that dice game?
You're such a choffer.
Yeah, you chaffer. Guess it's better than hearing, would you like to gather for whiskey and cigars for the 500th time?
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only. Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crew, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort to the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
With 2 weeks' pay.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap. No, no. Stupid goddamn. Dublin somehow. Marlon Garland. That's it.
Hi.
No, stupid goddamn. Dublin somehow. Marlon Garland. That's it.
Shit. Well, no, you know what? No. I don't think I lost that much time. Sweet. And good night. I wonder what happens it's just a shortcut over here. Okay. If I absolutely want to avoid the guards altogether. This should slow them down long enough. Adios, boys. Fugitive, you have escaped from Coleridge prison with the help of hidden allies. If I can reach the Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid me in my next move.
He used some kind of explosive to blast his way out. That doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Hey.
Kids like you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3-to-1 in the practice yard. He's a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm going to try to keep deaths to a minimum. To 0, I mean. Keeping deaths to a minimum implies that I am going to kill. I am not going to kill. I am going to knock out. Oh. Fuck me, I forgot. We're distracted with the body. Damien's journal. Amanda and I only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district. So we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit this city. Alrighty then, rat catcher. And drop. I apologize this was starting so late. I was having fun playing the Battlefront collection with my brother on split screen, and I got hungry afterwards. So I had some leftovers from tonight's dinner.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies into carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you? No.
Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. The rats.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
This chain is very inconsistent. Not this chain specific. The chains in this game. Ow. You know what the stupid thing is? I saw that there, I knew it was there, and I still walked into it. You cannot kill the rat's plague. Nope, because killing it only makes it worse. To the Lord Protector. Greetings, Corvo. Or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire, and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man, Samuel, near where these tunnels spill into Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck. We share a common purpose. Jelly, in case you're you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey. Got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for it next month. Well, I do believe that's the adjudications of the Emancipation Proclamation say that the code is 451. Because every immersive sim has to have that as a reference to Fahrenheit 451, and I truly feel sorry for this fellow. I hope he finds some other form of recompense. If not, well, at least he has whiskey.
Get past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
Well, what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead weeper in here.
To see the drop assassination tutorial, I do not need to. Ah, cock. Sprinting and running make your footsteps louder. Sneaking is silent.
get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead weeper in here.
Stay alert, you worms. He's not getting out this way on my watch.
Put him in the scrubber with a hose pipe on him. Put him scrubber with a hose pipe on him.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you.
Merman.
Huh?
Nope.
What the fuck?
Hi. So obviously, as you've noticed, this is not on the Xbox One because that little bastard has been giving me problems. But also because my Xbox Ultimate subscription ran out. So, unfortunately, don't have access to Game Pass.
Won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Wait, what the hell? How the hell did he die?
Won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Was that tiny little fall seriously enough to kill him?
What the void was that? Maybe wind or something. Help! Eat metal! Watch it!
Okay, now that I had that out of my system.
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Huh?
Oh, perfect. Why is he giving me the most trouble? Problem is mostly in chair, but fuck. Yes, I know I don't have to knock them all out, but I'm trying to snag all their coin pouches.
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Just as a precaution. Ooh. Dead Hermit's Note. It's here by the Wrenhaven I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void, but my grandmom's hagfish stew will drive the odor away. I remember sailing out on the river to the great ocean. That vast, blinding light and blue water. I was a tender 15, and our nets were always full to bursting. The old days, before everything went to shit. Anyway it goes. It's either the boots of the watch against my skull, the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the trembles of the plague all over my skin. Don't matter none to me. Just in case, I think I'm out of the woods.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend. I'm Samuel. And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. Well, they said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Alright, old man. Let's go. What? I missed 300 coins. 309 coins. How many dead or unconscious bodies found? Oh well, I got Ghost and I got clean hands. So let's go. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, my new allies have plans to share with me. I need to meet the Loyalist Inner Circle and learn what they've got in mind.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart.
Thankfully, the Lord Regent is greatly
Take
stupid.
you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Oh, why, thank you.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
Starting at last, Admiral. We've found our man. Even after 6 months in cold...
We can continue this later,
Shit.
Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists. Aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Alrighty then.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now the tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess. How did that happen?
I am going to bully him relentlessly, but there is a reason for that. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals and crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the Academy, everything you need was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve of your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper or wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins. No one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Oh. Alright. Second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is... Oh! I think I figured out what S and J means in the next game. But that's for later. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of these although so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect, elegant in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has proprieties, not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where, one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, God, it hurts talking like him, with emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions as separate mankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Renhaven River. Oh, it hurts to talk like him. It's a book. Sokolov Technology in the New Age. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When the tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the validity of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. Yeah, to any newcomers, I'll explain why I'm gonna...
Unexpected.
I'll explain a bit later why I'm gonna constantly bully him. Look out below. Aw, that wasn't explosive. Oh well. Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Excerpt from the founder of Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, the larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men go them on to deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. That is incredibly inhumane. Excerpt from notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some mere variants of physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 inches in length. I estimated she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching then taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found a row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this spoon-like structure, I assume, she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Teeth in. Oh, I see. I misread that, sort of. Dead counter responsibilities. Commissioned by Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Failed experiments. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Joplin. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all a part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experience have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you'd have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they're nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Someone's salty. Oh, they're infinite. Okay. I thought they were finite. Shows what I know. Alright, nerd.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Sure, let's have a look. I probably don't need to buy that right now, but I might as well.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
I like to look around a bit, look around for a while before I bed down.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
The outsider walks among us. Insert Among Us joke here.
I once served under Admiral Havelock. Captain Havelock then. I don't know if he remembers me, but I fear it's rude to ask. I don't want to embarrass him.
Meh. You do you, my friend. You do you. Mysteries of Pandacia. Excerpt from a book on the far continent Pandacia. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandician continent as a place of wonder, where all of life is intertwined and blossomed across means, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled to the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of sub-men engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. The few who have traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation... Sorry. A great effort is mounted to build a colony there, in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
Yeah, right. Hi.
My, you must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member.
I'm sorry it's so
who shows
dark.
signs
We
of
can't
blood
risk
on their
being
face
seen.
and chest
It
area.
is a bit romantic,
The only
though,
way to
isn't
help
it?
them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer's Invocations by High Seer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as righteous force against the growing darkness. What the fuck was that? It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod. I'm gonna stop that. To those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray wastes of the outsider, we will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes, in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Well, alrighty then. No. No, I'm not gonna read too much.
People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Please follow me to your quarters.
I forgot he does that.
This is your room. It was chosen to give you privacy. I understand you'll need your rest.
Excuse me.
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard, I can tell you that.
And we're shocked that the guy who holds the title of spy master is manipulative.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
I used to be the hostess here. Oh, I could tell you stories about that, believe me.
That's a lot of text. I'm sorry. Much like Prey, if they're... No, it wasn't Prey. It was something... What game did I play where I, skipped it if there was too much text? Excerpt from the book on naval history. While each of the isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing. Even as the ship returns to Dunwall, the crews can be seen working on the latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. And hopefully these people discover proper combustibles.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. The Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
Havelock log. Entry 1. Say that 5 times fast. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force in the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coleridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Never tell me the odds. Pubmaster Rune Key.
Lady Emily Caldwin was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress, but something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out, if I understand it right. Admiral Havelock made it very clear that we aren't to carry lamps outside.
Okay.
Attention all citizens.
There was some...
Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Nope. The boldest measures are often the ones that strip you of your liberties and then give the government more power.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
Where's Callista, I wonder? I will ignore those 2 books. And that one as well. Alright. Time to rub one out and get some sleep. Somewhere else. No, no, phone, stop it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, who bricked me in?
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Power, blink. Press L2 to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use it to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Hold L2 to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates that you should reach your destination. A blue arrow indicates that you will climb up when you reach your destination. You cannot save her, 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 cannot save her. Sorry. There we go. Okay. My trigger was being a bit weird. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you are dead like Mother, but I am going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. So something I thought of is Corvo traveling... Look. Is Corvo traveling through these points as they're occurring? Or is it glimpses of what's gone on since he's been gone? Is this a vision of the future? It has to be, because right now, those are the Pendleton twins right there. They're not missing, not yet, and nor is Anton Sokolov. Hmm.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms, runes, or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you are facing a bone charm or rune, and it beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you push L2 while targeting a person or location. Once you've collected some runes, open the journal and go to the power section to exchange them for powers. Runes can be collected to used to acquire supernatural powers. I have one. Stew Blink. Dark Vision, my bad. Press L2 to see in the dark and to reveal living beings through solid walls. You can also see their fields of view as well as a visual representation of the sounds you make. Level 2 shows you important items through walls, like security, devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Hidden in an old bar, my new allies have plans to share with me. I need to meet with the loyalists in the inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. You know, that would be a cool tattoo to get, the Mark of the Outsider, but unfortunately that would require you to get it on your hand, which hand tattoos are known as job enders. Career ender, or no, interview killers, I think it was the term. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charm section of the journal. Or I can use these mystical artifacts and get access to 10. and have a lot. More than just 3. The Journal of Granny Rags. Excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizen. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest among the rows of twinkling vines. The front of the room looks out into the street, where the neighbors are setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Okay, that's way too much. That's way too much. I'm not reading it. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Should I click?
Void channel. Powers effects slightly improved. Sure, why not? Gutter Feast. White rats can be consumed for mana. Sure, why not? Blast resistant. Damage to explosives reduced slightly. Fencer. Win sword versus sword contests more frequently. Firewater. Good lungs. Voyeur. Delicate. Ooh. River Affinity. Nope. Raven. Nope. Actually, yeah. For River Affinity. Quick Dodge. Nope.
Space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Please don't mock Samuel. No, I got everything. Ooh. I got everything. Huh.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sokonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad, here and there.
Would it matter if I'm of noble blood?
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although Father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
Well, buddy, I hope for your sake it's not Waverly Boyle that has to be disappeared.
Good day, Master Corvo.
Hey, don't be so formal.
Lydia and I trade chores sometimes, and I'm starting to think I never come out ahead. She's a smart one.
Huh.
I hope the attic's to your liking. I've slept there myself on summer nights.
It's very cozy.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coleridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
Well, it's time for an early morning swim. Out of the water! Out of the water! Corvo! Play your way. Powers. The powers you obtain from runes can be used creatively to defeat enemies or move through the environment. Blink from roof to roof, possess rats and fish, or slow time before rushing a group of enemies. Or slow time just to sneak past them. That's Lydia.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our
We get dirty so the world stays
We
clean.
want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Sure. Nope. Yeah, no. Screw my short attention span. Excerpt from the letter of public concern by unanimous authors. What you've read here is the truth, regardless of what you will hear from the authorities who rule over us. It is not a matter of coincidence that the former royal spy master is the one who stepped in when the late Empress fell. We, who will remain nameless, believe that these events are interconnected. The signs of oppression are all around us. Sokolov designs, originally intended to provide light and warmth in our homes, have been turned against us as a means of inspiring fear and controlling our movements to the city. This plague originates. Some say it's important. Wild theory? Perhaps. Which, considering this is the 1800s for this universe, it's not too far out there. Well, I guess even then they still didn't really understand how diseases moved, so... Oh well. I'm trying to explain a fictional universe with non-fictional logic. One of our members... risked her life to obtain the internal report from the government, which we will be printing and sharing soon, called The Exquisite Tallboy, extolling the virtues of this newest member of the City Watch. To those in the streets below, these virtues are horrors, spread by stilted thugs who rain down fire on the sick and the poor. To these eyes, the Tallboy is another government bully, armed with incendiary devices, thickly armored and standing high overhead, looking down at the common people of the city. We now know that the Tallboys are heavily drugged, imbibing a substance that renders them resistant to pain, but also dulls whatever empathy they might normally possess. Exquisite? We think not. Copy these words and share them with your neighbors. And remember, when the tides are lowest, the truth will be revealed. Gee, did you send that in, Havelock? Boop.
Does part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
Oh, already read that one. Puro, you fucking asshole.
What can I do for you?
Show me what you got. 500. Don't mind if I do. Let's go with accuracy, range, reload. Shit. Well, I'll just have to be smart about not getting spotted. Got something else I can throw at you? Let me go find... Oh, actually. Ah.
Oh, Corvo? If you've a moment.
One moment, please. I'll be right with you, Callista.
Corvo, there's something I need to say to you.
Don't worry, I'll hear you out in just a moment.
Why would you do this?
I'm sorry, Callista.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Let's go. Distillery District. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin, is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless love. He succeeded. The boatman has a good heart and respects you.
Well, that's awfully kind of him. Huh. So why did they bring it down to 5? In Dishonored 2.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is. Good. Keep him coming. Hey, what is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Thankfully, there's a neat little trick that I either rediscovered or discovered, because I can't remember if someone told me, that I can blink onto those chains and boom. My precious. Unrelenting target. Unnerving target. Enemies have a slight chance to miss with guns. Darren plus Gwen.
Good. Keep him coming.
Little hagfish bastard.
Heard it pass me by. All the others down with the sickness.
Come on, get down with the sickness.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Yeah, right. I regret to inform that my power shall extend even further.
Citizens, John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprisonment at the discretion of the City Watch.
Plague, by order of the City Watch, stay away. Lookout's orders. Plant your ass on the roof and watch the street. See who comes to the almshouse and see if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she heard something. Slackjaw. Send us food, not bullets.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
She is nuttier than squirrel shit. Sorry, I've been playing, I need to sit up. I've been playing Dishonored 2, and the plague in that game is these things called blood flies, and they're insects, essentially. And when I heard the fluttering of insect wings, it put me on edge a bit.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Hi, Granny. Bye, Granny. And hit it.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Well, I'll figure it out once I get there, but I already know the answer.
I think the little birdies are sad today. If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would, indeed. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband?
Nope.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones, either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Sure. I just need to figure out how.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Let us in, Granny.
All the others.
I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. She's not stupid either. Have it your way. We're here to...
Shit. But I was on the right path.
I think the little birdies are sad today. Oh no, that's not.
I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here. Come on, let's
Shit.
get this guy.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would, indeed.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
Come on, this guy. Let's see what's inside.
Oh. Oops. Okay, time to make like a real assassin and bide my patience.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Ah, I know what happened. I opened up my inventory and accidentally selected the lethal bolts instead of the non-lethal ones.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rules. Let us in.
Okay.
Come on, let's get this. Die, you crusty.
I don't think there's a way I can take care of these guys without getting caught. So either, let's see. costs 2 runes to unlock it. Then I think it's another 8 runes, which I can't get 10 runes. Oh, sorry, 7 runes. Because there's only 6 more on this level, 5 more because I'm not going to collect the last one. I guess the only way I can do this without getting caught is sneak up behind the second guy, knock out the guy at the door with the dart, and then as soon as that bolt flies, knock out the other guy.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rules. Let us in. Open up.
Okay, I think I did it. So we shall see if at the end I was detected. Don't mind me, just taking out the trash. That's what I get for not paying attention to my back. Wait. Shit. But I know what I'm doing now. Ugh, goodness.
Yes, I would, indeed.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your water, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just buck.
Nope, wrong button.
Rinse dip. Granny. Hey, you in the mask. You look like a clown. Open the damn door.
Now who's the clown?
Open up.
Somebody get over here!
Yes, I know. Save's coming. I have an idea. So I can't take out that second guy without the other guy knowing. I guess he's just barely within the sight line, or it's probably scripted. But on the off chance that it isn't scripted, I throw something off in the corner. One of them goes to investigate, knock out one guy, knock out the other guy. It's foolproof.
Open up. Rinse due, Granny.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Something to throw.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Haha.
Let us in.
Okay, I seriously have no idea. Am I doing that, or is it my stick doing that?
I told you the knives go on the left.
Rinse due, Granny. Open up. Rinse due, Granny. Open the damn door. Open up. Rinse due, Granny. Open up. Rinse due,
Ouch.
Granny.
I'm doing this to myself is the problem. Shit. Okay, well, that's loading. I need to do something real quick. I will be right back.
Open up! Let us in! Open the damn door!
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it. I think the little birdies are sad today.
Let us in!
Sorry, this piece of shit headset.
Let us in! What? Somebody!
They heard that.
Open up!
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Yes, Granny, you've said it a lot.
Open up!
Granny, granny, granny.
Where to, Granny?
Yes,
Open up! Open the
Okay, save here so I'm not constantly having to do that over again.
damn door. Let us in. Open the damn door. What was that? Where are you?
just a matter of time, buddy. Where'd you run off to? Someone's about to get shanked.
There we go.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would.
Alright, Granny.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny,
She set that up fast.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach me. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. But they're shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done.
Yeah, and the inspection fee. Can't help it. Just the way we do things on Bottle Street.
Hey!
Give it long enough.
Let me out! Hey! I'm trapped!
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that.
Well, they can't see my face.
You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time. But now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
One day. But that is going to be a bit far off, so if you don't mind. Strong arms, yes.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Let's see what you got. Lens magnification and Sokolov's formula. 100? I can get them for 30 with Piero. And there's like 3 free ones back at Lady Granny Rags' place.
Don't worry. Those Bottle Street boys had no idea where I keep the best loot. So come by when you can.
8th entry. It is the 4th of the month of rain. Morris is sick and so are the children. I have avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors, asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier, it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. 11th entry. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children, leaving the flat for a while near dawn. I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. 25th entry. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Page missing. 17th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl. I can hardly believe she was overcome. She is always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It is the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me. All of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. Brutal.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you.
Blow off. Fucking longer do I have to fuck?
I think I'm one floor too high. I need to get a band-aid on that. Okay, that time that was me. Sewer capacity in the month of Nets. Excerpted interview attached to a formal report by CityWorks Crew 17A. I've been tasked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of Nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hayfish guts too. We gotta get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years, and I never seen one of them come below, except to measure will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So, these last 3 years have been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crust, moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream. It's like he's burning up, and we all climb up fast. No other choice.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. The Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
The Rat's Plague. Excerpt from a natural philosopher's notes. For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats, collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of this stuff. I can mantle into the fire, that's hilarious. Bull rat fetus. Doesn't look like a rat to me.
Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essence?
Nice.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Nice. Stupid gut.
Toss her there. Dr. Galvani's journal. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle estate. Of course, I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day? Excuse me, of my life by licking aristocratic boots. I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian Red. Believe 28-7. Alright, it's time to head into the Bottle Street boys. Hideouts, rob them blind, and then leave. And I will not be tainting the elixir because A, that increases chaos, and B, I just don't want to. So I will try to take out the High Overseer within 30 minutes. Within 33 minutes. If I don't, or if it's looking like it'll take longer than that, then I think that'll be it for the stream. Because I don't want to make this 4 hours. And I have developed a incredibly bad habit of staying up far longer than I need to.
Touched by the outsider he is, given dark powers. He can slit your throat across the room.
Well, that'd give him a leg up for sure.
It's no coincidence that most men won't even whisper his name.
Is it true that he lives in the flooded district? With them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a paid killer to hide.
Wretch, you got lucky. When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. He'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
Yeah. Little bastard.
Not that.
Recipe for Craxton. Craxton, I'm coming in tomorrow to check on the batch. Make sure you're wearing pants this time and stick to the recipe. 1 part Sokolov elixir, 1 part beach gum paste, 2 parts sugar water. That's it. The more the real shit you cut in, the less there is to spread around and the less corn I make. This ain't a charity. Slackjaw. Spring Razor is a trap that can be attached to a surface by aiming at it and pressing L2. It'll be triggered as an enemy approaches it, throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. It's probably worse than a regular mine.
One of the other places, where they train the overseers to be real religious.
Crazy.
He just wants to know where his brother's gone. He sneaks in. You know Eddie. Brilliant at it when he's sober.
I remember. Brimsley job, hitting the dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah. So he goes from room to room. Gets sleep.
Albinos. You encounter white rats slightly more often. Oh! Oops. Thankfully, there should be an autosave. Oh no! Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Can I turn off these tutorials? Off. Shit, what was it? Oh my god. Well, whatever it was, I'm assuming it's not in there. Tutorials, that's what I play. Yeah, I am way too young to be having memory blackouts like that. Holy shit.
So he goes to the admin or the office of the High Overseer, or one of the other places, where they train the Overseers to be real religious. Crazy. He just wants to know where his brother's gone. Sneak shit. You know Eddie.
There we go. Elixir accounts. Next batch. Tubbard family, 4 doses. Cramming family, 3 doses. Braden, 5 doses. Golden Cat, 2 crates. Bitterleaf Almshouse, 1 crate. Adnak, 1 dose. Luther, 1 dose. Black Sally, 2 crates. Griff, past due. Trace Flannery, 2 doses. Pratchett family, 5 doses. Nellie and Morris Sullivan, 2 doses. Stop bothering me about it there.
That's an ink slapper out of me. Okay, I got one for you. Well, give it. Okay, here goes.
The nobleman laid with the scullery maid, so loudly they made quite a riot. The nobleman's wife took the butchering knife and carved herself some peace and quiet.
That's what I get for thinking Blink was a solid teleportation. solid. Just plain teleportation, I should say. Why am I getting a recommendation for... I don't like Taylor Swift. Here we go. What are you talking about? I didn't botch that. Corporal Meadows. We found this strange rune on the woman who used to sell pastries up the street. Not sure how she died, but since the thing was superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers. After your shift is over, take it to them for disposal or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Well, he did forget, but I'm gonna make it look like he didn't.
Huh?
Shit. I hate trying to get out of those stupid security booths. It's inconsistent. I say that a lot, but it is inconsistent. Sometimes I get out of there no problem. Other times the game's like, oh, you will it was gonna clam. I'm not gonna clam. Whew, my eyes are drying out. Just in case. Sweet.
Hello. I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rats?
Jasper, isn't it? It's not so bad in here. Except I miss your wife.
Huh. You don't scare easy, I'll give you that. But that'll change.
Psst, Corvo. It's me. What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. Alright, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used.
It's a rare occurrence.
But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
I will, brother.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Indeed, I believe so.
Invariably. Basically, hacking tool. Wayland. Captain Kernow and his retinue will be here this evening. See that they are allowed through the checkpoint without incident. I would like him in a fair mood when I have drinks with him in the meeting chamber. Excuse me. Also, be prepared to defend the checkpoint from the inside should things go awry with negotiations. Not that I expect that they should, but I want your overseers prepared in case Kurnow and his men live up to City Watch's reputation. High Overseer Campbell. Play your way past. There are many paths to your missions. Front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. Experiment with different ways to reach your goals.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I've got 7 darts. Last time, I was playing this on my own time, I screwed up horribly and had 2 darts, if even then. Two kennels. Yeah, I don't want to go that way.
I don't see Campbell's journal anywhere, brother. This is folly, I tell you. If he catches us in here...
I've told you 100 times. Campbell is upstairs meeting with the captain of the watch. He'll be busy for hours. Now keep looking.
And I've told you 100 times, Archer, that I am certain he keeps the Black Book on his person at all times. We went to the trouble of breaking into Campbell's sanctum for nothing.
Shh, listen. What was that?
You can stay and find out, but not...
Aha!
I hear the watch is having trouble holding the side streets.
Bunch of children playing games, that's all it is.
Go. And you're... It's Callista, isn't it? I'm very confused.
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
The poor girl.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found a safe place to hole up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you. Time for drinks. I hope you won't refuse.
This business pass all the way.
The servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
What on... Who's been in here? I owe you an apology, Captain. This is hardly the hospitality I planned for you. Well, time to do this the hard way.
What was that, Campbell?
Never mind. It's a stroke of luck for you, Captain. I'm forced to break out the real vintage. Leave the men here, but we'll have to share with all of them.
Very well, Campbell. As long as we get this little dispute settled.
Just in case, because I do have a propensity to screw this part up. Secrets about figures that oversee to secure his prominent status. My favorite detail about that painting is that I think I showed it in my last playthrough, last time I streamed this, but if you take the bottle of alcohol that he's posing with, oh, they must have had that from one of Dowd's men. But anyway, if you take the alcohol bottle that he's posing with, it will not show up. Excuse me. It will not show up in the painting.
Curse those fools at Coldridge for letting Corvo get away. Who knows what the man could do now? Hiram, or the Lord Regent, as he asks us to call him now, seems to have faith in all the Sokolov's security devices he's put up all over the city, but I'm not so sure. At least the girl has been moved to a safe place. Visiting her twice a week has given me ample opportunity to inspect the facilities, as they say. So there's an upside, at least.
Okay.
Once they're brought here, they never leave. The overseers always find the guild they seek. Where have the overseers gone? They wade through chest-high waters with their hounds. Somewhere near, a man has just taken his last breath. His eyes are still open. Misery everywhere.
Alright, old Cornell, let's get you out of here. So I will deposit him in the dumpster, and that'll be it for the stream. If I go any longer, then... yeah. You know what? Just because I can. You're not a... There you are. Oh my god, did his head explode?
No, I'll find you.
No, his head is still intact. Just because it was something I could do. I think it was either in the trailer for this one or for Dishonored 2. It had to have been for Dishonored 1. They showed one of the things it's minor, but cool to me, is they show Corvo slowing down time, throwing down a body to a lower throwing a body to a lower ledge, slowing time, and then grabbing that body lower when he's on the next floor. That way the person doesn't die when he throws it. So I think it was in the trailer. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Dishonored Redux. If you watched this while I was live, I appreciate you stopping on by. If you watch this after the fact seeing kind of archive footage, I also appreciate it. Tomorrow should be the finale to SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, and another episode of Frostpunk. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So with that, this is how I know my streams. As always, I hope you enjoyed.